Hello everybody, marian-investing here, and as a first video on this channel I would like to show you the performance of my portfolio. As you can see, portfolio starts from 2025, the beginning of the year. Why in this year? Well, basically before I used to have a lot of accounts. I'm also not American, so I used to have like account in Polish zloty and some in the euro and also some like crypto. And around 2025, in like a little bit before 2025, I consolidate everything into the one account. I wanted to have everything just in one place. So that's why the chart starts here basically. Before as I said, has a multiple account on other sites, and I decide to convert everything to US dollar because of the currency transfers. I used to pay a little too much fees for the currency. So yeah, from 2025, beginning of the year, I basically put everything to the one account, to US dollar account, and that's my performance so far. As you can see, I managed to beat S&P 500, which is the blue line, and also the Nasdaq, which is the red line, by, I would say, quite a nice margin. So far, 77.90% for me, compared to Nasdaq 37.32% and S&P 500 27.53%. And yeah, maybe I will show you the composition of my portfolio now. As you can see, currently I'm holding like TSMC 25.4%, ASML 16.32%, Alphabet 10.89%, Amazon 10.68%, Microsoft Corporation 10.16%, Broadcom 9.85%, and Nvidia 9.8%. Also, recent buy Marco de Libre 6.91%. So yeah, as you can see, I rather have concentrated portfolio. I prefer to have like few positions, not too many. I think like up to 12 is the maximum I'm gonna have. Maybe it's gonna go a little bit higher than 12. We will see. Usually I prefer to have like that my position holds significant amount in my portfolio. So when they move, my portfolio also move up and down also when I make mistake, which also happens. Of course, I am just a human, I'm not machine. Even machines make mistakes, so yeah. Let's get to how much up I'm on each of the position and how much down I'm on each of the position. So here it is. I'm using XTB platform. Why this? Well, in Poland it's very popular, it's a very good site. If you live somewhere else, you probably have other options, maybe better, maybe worse. Maybe XTB is not in every region. For me, it's fine. In Poland, it's just a relatively good site. In America, you probably have access to maybe something better, or other parts of the Europe. Whatever suits you, whatever is good for your country, you need to choose basically yourself. And as you can see, it's how much up I'm on each of the position. What I would like to add on TSMC, I'm actually way more than this, but because I was transferring my stocks, I was basically selling on my Polish zloty account or euro account. I was closing the position and buying them back in US dollar. Back then I wasn't having that much yet in the stocks, so it didn't hurt me that much, I would say. But yeah, even if I have right now on this dollar account 134%, I used to have way more, but because I closed the position and then transferred the money on a dollar account, I need to buy back my stocks. So ASML wasn't a real story on ASML. I basically bought it probably on this account, so it's fairly done. Alphabet I used to probably buy for 110. Right now we can see it's 165 because I bought a little bit later. For Amazon, it's basically the same story. I'm in Amazon for a very long time. Microsoft, I also was for a long time. Right now I'm currently on the minus 6%, but I'm probably on the plus when I consider the other accounts. The Broadcom is a relatively new position in my portfolio. The same for Nvidia. Like I hold it just on this American account. I didn't bought it in previous accounts. So these two positions are relatively new. The same basically for ASML. I hold a little bit longer ASML, but still on American account. These two I bought like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, something like this. Marco de Libre I just bought recently, I mean yesterday. It's a new position to my portfolio, and I am very bullish on that one. Maybe it will play out, we'll see. Remember, market has its own rules. It's kind of hard to predict where price will go. But yeah, that's so far. Here you have the entries, here you have the current price, and here you have how much in percent I am on each of the stocks. Generally, I'm using the scrap to basic analysis, which means basically the numerical analysis. I like Scrap for its simplicity, and that shows apparently a lot of data. You have a lot of options here that you can choose between forward estimates. You can make your own estimates. I prefer something like revenue growth in percent for next 2 years, how much it's supposed to grow, for example. My style of investing is basically trying to find value growing businesses. What I mean by this, the value growing is like the businesses that has growth in front of them, that they have expectancy of the growth, but also they are reasonably priced and are basically, how to say it, the healthy ones. Yes, so healthy businesses, it means that the debt is manageable, stuff like that. So the company will be able to pay its liabilities in the short term, will be able to pay debt, stuff like that. So debt is no problem for businesses, that the businesses that can scale, that can grow, in my opinion. Of course only in my opinion. As we know, market can do whatever. This once some good businesses may become bad businesses in next year or two. It also may happen. I don't have magic ball or something like this. I cannot really see the future. So yeah, I'm just based on the estimates, on the fundamentals, and other stuff I'm gonna show you in future. The other side that I also use for this short video, though, I would like to show you just the basics of my strategy and what currently I own and what is my performance so far. So yeah, that will be it. Thank you for watching this very short video, and see you in the next one. Bye.